Good morning. Alright, microphone working. Go. I'm still waking up, guys. That's what I get for taking my sleep aid. Get my vibration stuff. I hope everyone is doing well tonight. Or this morning. Well, see, not even really awake. I turn on my heating pad to help with some back pain. Box back up. Dress up all cozy. Alright, yay. Alright. Be leaning more this way, I guess. There we go. Have my like weird camera setup. No, now I'm leaning too much too far that way. There we go. I still need to work on the background a bit some more. As you can see, I've actually cleaned up a little bit and set up some of my bookshelf back with all my video game memorabilia and tat and stuff. Might be able to see Pete and my Max Effect Grunt plushie and my Dracon box art stuff. Alright, so we just ran around Aya learning about the Angaran culture and stuff, and did a few busy work at quests. Let's see. There we go. Hey, look at all the stuff. Well, I think I'll start off with clearing out my inventory, dismantling stuff. I meant to do this last night on offline, but it's my fault. I stayed at work later than I intended. The custom goods are always the blue ones. I think they would have made a special color like, hey, you made a super powerful cool gun. Instead, all the other crummy ones are the special colors with their little tier colors. I was messing around last week with trying to make the best weapons for myself. So I do need to unlock more weapon slots and stuff. Ooh, I got another one. I need to get my like little tech construct. I don't remember how I unlock the little robot thing that helps me. I have to look that up. I'm using the Valkyrie assault rifle, aren't I? I think this is the thing that outputs the most damage. Where do I unlock these? I've already unlocked all the mods, or the augmentations. It's so dumb, you have to unlock them so that once you unlock them, you can start finding them on vendors, which is stupid. It's like you think you would craft these augmentations or something. I have to like look at my inventory and remind myself what kind of mods I have. Oh well. So, kill on enemy on kill, restore 25% on shield, recharges, shield delay, regenerate. Ooh, excuse me. Regeneration. Okay. I don't remember if it's combat skills that let me carry more weapons. Okay, up to 3 weapons and carry capacity increase. Yeah, so I'd have to start dumping points into combat. So if I wanted to carry more weapons on me, I'd have to go with like the extra holsters. As fun as it is to like throw and pull people, I might reach back out of that. See if I have another one. There. I like to be able to spam my abilities. I won't name it because I have to get up and actually use my keyboard to type up stuff. So the difference is very, very slight. That's like so slight. Like this stupid looking armor. Looks so, for lack of better terms, it looks so gay and I love it. Alright. Shield regeneration. Power damage bonus to armor. Increase the power to my damage and use my regen even more. Right. I'm still waking up, guys. Can't focus. Yeah, so today will probably be a shorter stream because I have to go to work today a little bit early. Need more Omni Gel. And pick up some of those while I'm at it. What? Oh, it's crystals that I need, not gel. Did I not have those? Hang on. I get those mods a bit.
I'm going to do it.
Let's see, mods. Since I don't have the robot yet, I'm not going to equip that yet.
If we're going to live here, someone has to take the plunge and actually try to eat things.
Dr. Tapero, please do something.
Don't do it, Suvi.
You told on me. I thought we were friends. You, sir, are uninvited from all my parties.
Hi, Princessa. Do you finally wake up? Looks like my dog needs to go outside. Did you finally decide to wake up, girl? Yeah, because I'd help if I actually broke it down. So let's increase the shield regeneration by 10%. Speed it up a little quicker, huh? Hi. Oh, there you go, girl. Hi. Do you want to go outside? You want to go outside? Or do you just want to chill? She's very good about holding her potty. Did you want to go outside, girl? Or did you want to go potty or eat? Hungry? Food? Potty? Okay, now I guess she just wants to hang out. Good morning. Good morning, sleepy girl. She gets back down, then I'll probably, like, get up and take her out. Oh, my Coniflex weapon. I don't remember what exactly did I put in it. Well, I made this one a vintage heatsink, and I don't remember what else I put in it. Here, I guess I could just do this. Since it won't tell me, switch it out. Here, switch this. Put it back on. Now I deconstruct it, so I don't think, I think it destroys the other ones, but I think I was only able to put 2 of them on there. So vintage heatsink and double mod expansion. Pistols. Yeah, okay, I'm only able to put in 2, so that makes it easy. Just focus on doing the shotgun or the assault rifle and the pistol for now. Only 5 any mods. So kinetic coil, shield oscillator, shield bypass, and double mod extension. So shield bypass, shield oscillator, and kinetic coil. Bypass, oscillator, and kinetic coil. Right. Really, for a 1% increase to damage, I take a hit to like pistol size. It's so or the clip size. That's so stupid. %54 plus 4. Heavy magazine. So plus 54 versus that might be a little more worth the trade-off. Let's see. If the 4% pistol weight will make that much of a difference. Accuracy 50 or 34. Really? So 34% accuracy with no penalty. Oh, 37 with a penalty. That doesn't seem worth the trade-off to me. I don't know if you could just like try to like trade off all these penalties. And 54% to reload speed. Wonder if that would decrease or increase the cooldown speed. Ooh, that 1% damage. One, two. We have 4 mods. Okay. %. I don't like putting scopes on the assault rifles. So 63% stability versus what are these other trade-offs? Reload speed, weight. I guess some of the trade-offs that you can put more than one of the same thing. Well, actually, no, you can't. I don't think you can put... You can't put 2 barrels on it. Just make a super long barrel. How many mods do I have? 1, 2, 3. I guess like the penetration would be the next one that I could put in. Receiver. I guess I need to make a gauntlet weapon. I don't recall what I even put on this. Should I buy 2 of these? Yeah, look, my weight isn't even all that high. I'm not anticipating running into something huge now. Slows down enemies, moderate damage. Okay. Oh, I got mods for the oh, it didn't go away. 4 more units. Okay. Okay, you're getting all antsy, princess. You need to go outside, don't you? Silicone. No, I don't want to talk to her.
Hey there, got a sec?
Nope.
Sure.
No.
You know it.
I put it in there. Just buy a weapon, equip that, and then dismantle the other weapon. Okay, so I'm gonna look up where I get the construct weapon. I know it's a quest that you have to do with PV. Um, Turret the drone. There we go. Oh, secret project. Okay, so I need to go to Vidal, recover Remtech from Vidal, speak to people in the escape pod. Meet her at the in her Nexus apartment. Okay. Tell me exactly where it is. Well, to the ice planet. Maybe that's why I went first to the ice planet. The first playthroughs to go get that stupid thing.
Anomaly on sensors.
Whoops. It's an anomaly. Hi, meow.
Probe away. Getting a scan.
According to that astronomer on Aya, a satellite should be here.
I'm not detecting anything. If it was here, it's gone.
You mean destroyed?
I mean, gone. Destruction would leave debris. We've got nothing. Let's try another nav point.
So how did you detect that anomaly? How did you detect the lack of something? Let's drive by that black hole.
Anomaly on sensors. Probe away. Getting a scan.
Do you want to go potty? You're oh antsy.
You're sure that astronomer's nav points are correct?
He seemed to think so.
There's nothing out here.
The Scourge didn't swallow a satellite whole. You can't do that, right?
I'll let you know. Let's check other nav points.
Nav point does not contain a Goran satellite, but there are traces of radioactive particles consistent with those produced by a small spaceship's thruster engine. Hey, no, get off of it. I can't. Why are you attracted to sitting on that? Is it because it's generating moderate amounts of heat? Okay. So I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm gonna put this dog outside. So you're acting all antsy, girl. Remember to take my headphones off. Give her a few minutes to hang outside. Guess we can explore this system while we're at it.
Sometimes I forget how small we are.
Yep. And not true.
Anomaly on sensors. Probe away. Getting a scan.
Meow. Come on, micro. Raisin. Meow. See you, little brat. Come on.
Let me guess. No Angaran satellite?
No, but I've got something else. Message buoy from an Angaran ship. They came here looking and didn't find anything either. Left a marker for us.
Must be the team our astronomer sent.
They headed to a new nav point. We should join the party.
This comm buoy set are extremely short-range transmissions, likely as a security precaution. Only a vessel searching for precise nav point can detect this message. Let's look at the other planets while we're here. So we're in the job system, and this is a Jabba system. Ihafor. Ihafor's non-standard orbit appears to be a natural phenomena unrelated to the Scourge. Our analysis suggests that the orbit has been stable for a minimum of several 100 million years. Oh, because it's a giant... Oh, it's like a giant gas planet and it's right next to the sun? Yeah. This is a giant gas planet right next to the sun. It's also at an angle. Brahadin. Primitive ocean life thrives on this planet, but the ubiquitousness of ubiquitous maelstroms constantly batter the surface. If colonization is possible, it would be a difficult and long task. Story here. Teroshi. Teroshi is an Angaran term meaning tough, cruel joke. There may be valuable minerals in the mountain, but massive electrical storms and punishing atmospheric pressures keep them locked away. Letefo. On the outer edge of the Jabba system, the lifeless world of Letefo creeps a few inches closer to the black hole every year. Far into the future, it will be consumed. Oh, yes. What are you doing? The cat's like, nope, I don't care that you put it on the table. I'm gonna sit here. I guess the Kadar is over there. Here, let's explore this other one here while we're at it.
Mineral wealth from this system once fed industry on Vold, and well beyond.
One day that might be true again. Anomaly on sensors. Probe away. Got a reading from the asteroid belt.
Starship wreckage. This cat mining vessel appears to have been torn from the inside, likely a mechanical failure. The destruction seems to be recent. Picked up a bunch of junk. Yasaimo. Gold and aluminum decorate Yasaimo's surface. Much of the equipment used by the Angara to mine the planet remains intact, albeit damaged and non-functional. Rahir. Meteors impact Rahir regularly, bringing the richness of the astral belt to the planet's surface. So it wouldn't be easier to just mine the asteroid belt than a planet with like gravitational pull? Hey, good morning, lessons learned. Not without Mass Effect realize it won't. Yep. Toharana, an Angaran poet, described Tiharana's as the gemstone eye of Nalesh. Its limestone surface glimmers with copper deposits, though few explorers have ever made planetfall. And see Su-Oran. Su-Oran's gravity frequently captures passing asteroids. Most plummet into the gas in its gaseous atmosphere, but few remain permanently in orbit. Good morning, lessons learned. How are you doing? I'm gonna head over to Vol and go do some more planet or open world crap. Spend some time like this. Spend some time dismantling weapons and crafting weapons with slightly higher numbers.
Beginning approach.
And I'm only headed back to Vol because I want the Remnant construct ability, which I think involves me having to do some quests for PV. Sure, for fun, let's take PV with us.
Approaching the LZ.
So, while this is loading, I'll be back and we can go let my dog back. Couldn't land somewhere slightly warmer?
Extreme cold is detected, Pathfinder.
Thanks, Sam.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Be back.
Life support at 100%.
So let's see. Hitting the rocks for science. Memory triggers. Oh, there we go. Secret project.
Temperatures are below freezing.
Oh, I'm just gonna fast travel here, and we'll drive straight through. Hey, good morning, Mitchell Drummer.
Within acceptable limits.
I'm here to say
Life
hello
support
and then go
restored.
right back to bed. Oh, no problem. Thank you for stopping by. I hope your night went well. Right, YOLO!
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
So, am I the first and only Asari you know?
You are the first, but not the only.
Really? Who else?
There is also Lexi.
Oh, right.
I'm not close enough to that, I guess, to set it off. Yeah, you stay up till 7, yeah. Usually when I start waking up. Although, I'll have to see what my new schedule will be, because I got a new position.
Did your
at
people
my
have
work.
plans to settle here? You seem easily affected by the cold.
Probably cat crawling all over that tech.
Enemies!
Fail! Run away!
Activating automated forward station deployment.
I should have dressed warmer.
It's not that cold. Let it go.
Are you going the right way?
Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
Get machinery, Ryder. We should be careful.
Oh, might as well make a stop here. Hey, morning, King Color. Oh boy, alien daddies, time to flirt with some of the queens. Meow.
Detecting local frequency interference. This could be affecting planetary communications.
Let's check it out.
There you are. I figure I might as well bring her for her secret quest. I only want her for her tech. I always overlook the explodable containers for the remnant tech. The explodable containers aren't as obvious to me because they're not quoted very well. Ooh, are you commissioning stuff? King Color and Black Sad and Smirnoff art.
Lexi gave me some reading.
This is the source of that interference. Looks like a meteorite.
The interference is caused by the EM radiation it's emitting. I detect that...
Detect later! Angry Audie headed for us!
What? What are you talking about? Oh, this all the way over here? Oh yeah, if I remember, this is some weirdo quest that like... that like these asteroids make these dog things really mad.
Speed bump!
The signal emitted by that meteorite might be drawing the Ardi, as well as driving them into a frenzy.
How do we shut it off?
Perhaps the scan will tell us more, Pathfinder.
Thanks, Sam. That's so obvious. Use your tricorder, dummy. Dampen. Are you
Watch
serious?
out! Those Audis seem really mad.
Adi don't normally act like this. Something's made them angry.
We are close to the source system. Perhaps something about the frequency. Not that
That's it.
Where the hell did those come from?
I suggest we return it to the Nexus for analysis. We could learn more about the Scourge.
Yeah.
True. Disrupting comms, driving wildlife into a frenzy. There's too much here to ignore. We need to study it. Hopefully, the Hajara scientists won't have any more trouble with their comms.
Okay. Gavel to leave in the cold, and then gets killed by the cold. Yep. I guess there's such a thing as too cold. I don't see why you would say it's too dangerous.
Let's
It's
get
like,
technology right.
what you came here to do, explore. And especially if something's going to be a detriment.
I want you to know, Asari don't reproduce like the Ket.
No.
The person we mate with is unchanged, and a brand new being is created from the experience.
But the resulting being is always Asari. I didn't mean to suggest anything terrible.
Asari have
Wait,
more in common
what?
with the Angara than the Ket.
Of course. I've hurt your feelings. I'm sorry.
I think we missed the conversation there.
These are the ruins we're looking for.
Time to scrounge for tech.
Nope, life support. Back into the car for, I don't know, whoever long. I think they want to bang. Oh, yeah. Good morning, Irrational Dub. Well, I mean, duh.
Joel,
Phoebe.
who were those women you were hugging on Aya?
My mother's.
5 mothers? That's a lot of mothers.
I got to sit there for a while before my life support gets back up, which is dumb. Yeah, well, Phoebe likes to sleep around, but she has the commitmentship issues.
I detect no additional glyphs in the area.
It's because she was burned by a ex-lover who you get to meet. So let's see. So it has to be this little A thing, and then this is going to be the different one, which means that this is going to be this weird looking thing. This has to go here. Yay, I did it.
Interface accepted.
Is this what you need for your project, Phoebe?
Looks like it. Very cool little piece of REM tech.
No.
REM tech?
Yeah, shortcut I made up. REM is short for remnant, and
I comprehend.
Anytime we come across ruins like this, let's scrounge what we can.
appreciate it. Come see me on the ship. I'll give you an update on the project.
Okay. Okay, we got what we wanted. Container right there. There. Oh, where was the last time you saw the dongle? Did a pet make off with it? Or do you switch do you use like a wireless mouse for streaming? So I was thinking of getting like a wireless mouse
said she wanted to talk
when
to
I'm
you.
sitting over here.
Nuh-uh, no peeking. I'm putting the finishing touches on my personal project.
But you
I
said
thought
you wanted
you
to
said it
talk
was
to
on the
me.
Nexus.
I'm just perfecting the final component here, or should I say, trying to. Several of the crew have offered to help, and I keep politely declining and ushering them out.
No one's
So,
offered to
thank
help.
you for retrieving that critical piece of REM tech, but kindly stop digging.
Fine. Have your surprise.
You won't regret it.
Want me to ask the others to back off?
No, I can handle it. As long as they're not looking to be besties. And I'm happy that someone with the galaxy at their fingertips can still give a girl her space. It's safe to say that you, my friend, are one of a kind.
Ooh la la.
You've only scratched the surface. You have no idea what all I can do.
No, but I
And
have
you're
an
never
active
gonna find out.
imagination. I look forward to being educated. But no more distractions. The next time you're on the Nexus, my project will be done. Come by, and I'll unveil it. Now, if you will, please leave me to my own devices.
Kiss.
Hey there, got a sec?
Sure.
I could
Thanks for chatting.
could
We'll
have
talk.
sex with her
You know
in the pod too. I think you could have like a casual like fling with her.
Yeah? When's the last time you had a normal conversation?
This is a normal conversation.
No. This is you trying to figure me out, categorize my flaws, put a label on me.
That isn't.
Everyone on this ship is an experiment to you, and I've got no interest in being a guinea pig.
I think that subtitle was labeled incorrectly. Alright, wake up, go.
Fold orbit is steady.
Alright. Back to Asari space. And her lessons learned. Yeah, I don't like her either all that much. Like, I guess that's because she's so obnoxious and full of herself. Like maybe in her romance she chills out a little, but I don't recall her getting really that much better just being friends with her. She's still like a little too peppy and but full of herself. I think even when she gets a bit humbled during her quest.
Ryder, have you seen Lexi?
Uh-oh.
She's not in the med bay?
No, and she's not answering her comm.
I'll find her.
There are news stories? Yes, there are. Okay, Kadara, exile port discovered. I hadn't even been there yet. Nexus exiles found find a home as former security are implicated in the mutiny. An investigation revealed Nexus security head Sloan Kelly played a role in the uprising that killed dozens of citizens. Initiative authorities tracked the exiles, including Kelly, to Kadara, a desert planet in the Govercom system. Angara delegation on Nexus. An Angara delegation arrives on the Nexus. Initiative brass now working to broker an alliance with the species native to Andromeda. While tensions persist, the Angaran ambassador has reportedly impressed the Nexus and its resources. Or impressed with the Nexus and its resources. Contact made with Angara resistance. The human Pathfinder has made contact with the legendary Angara resistance. The rebel group has fought off the protracted war with the Ket on the ice planet known as Vol since long before the Nexus arrived in the cluster. Resistance reception to the Milky Way species is reportedly warming. Oh. Yeah, I know. So that's true.
Just a bit.
I see what you're saying. Are there any planets that have a variety of biomes outside Earth? Apparently not. This works in video game logic with with like say the kingdoms of Mario. So you got the ice world, and then you got the desert world, and then you got the tropical world, and then you got the other tropical world, and then you get the other desert world with a lot of radiation on it, and then you get the really nice looking planet that's being eaten by the Scourge right now. So yeah, it's just like it's yeah, we don't get to see like a planet that seems to have that mixed diversity, and actually I think so. The first planet we land on is the Habitat 7. Technically, that looks nice. It's supposed to look like be a nice paradise. But then the first actual former planet is a desert world of radiation. The next planet is going to be another desert planet. It's just like pretty mounty, like mountainous and stuff. And then I'm pretty sure after that there's yet another desert planet with like sand dunes and stuff. So it's not very creative. King Color says on YouTube, I've always hated the niche in sci-fi. Planets like Earth would be so much more interesting. Yeah. And of course, it's also not helped that you don't visit other parts of every planet you meet. You just stay within that like little 10-mile radius of the mission parameters, because nothing apparently in the other world matters. Like on Hadar, the like planet that's got overgrowth in it. I mean, they do mention that there are other colonies or other areas on the planet where Angara live, because we ran into like the dying Angara who wanted to visit his sister, and she was relocated like somewhere else on the planet. So it's just like, yeah, like they make every world its niche. Now that the cat's not frantic, probably move this over. At risk of her like just wanting to lay on it. Lessons learned says there are just at least in games we don't get to see it. Well, in the Milky Way here, not so much. It is implied that the Scourge is supplying. Yeah, so that's true. So it's also implied that the planets are becoming all desolate and stuff because that Scourge is affecting the magic terraforming machines. So the magic terraforming machines aren't working and are destroying the planets and stuff, or making them, I guess, like an ice world, a desert world, another desert world, another desert world, and a tropical paradise
You're the
with
Pathfinder.
killer plants.
Thank you so much for returning the Moshai to us.
I'm glad I could help. Seems your people really cherish her.
She is dear to us. By the way, you should know, the head of our delegation is at your cultural center.
Uh-oh.
He'd be honored to speak with you.
Well, let's go talk to the, A Path of a Hero, Carrie. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, is the ambassador in the Hall of Propaganda?
And we're happy to help your guards secure their weapons.
I prefer them armed for now. You understand, of course.
Oh, Pathfinder, this is the head of the Angaran delegation.
The one who saved the Moshai. She speaks highly of you. Call me Issa de Navarre.
Welcome, Ambassador. The Angara's first formal visit will be one for the history books.
I wonder what they'll say.
I was just explaining to the ambassador that armed guards aren't necessary here.
Is something wrong, Ambassador?
Please walk with me, Pathfinder. So
Yay,
much
politics.
life. All different, all
I know,
united.
shady.
The way it could have been. 75 years ago, we were scattered, struggling to rebuild after the Scourge. Then, the Ket arrived. Alien life. It was monumental. But then they deceived and enslaved us. So, I hope you understand my precautions.
Yep.
Your people have endured much, Ambassador. I'd be cautious too.
Yet all this, your initiative, is proof there's a better way. I want to believe in this alliance, Pathfinder. The Moshae says you're trustworthy. Please, help me trust in you.
Okay, where's my love? I need a flirt thing. You got it. And then I get and then I get on my knees. Verify what we say. I don't know what to tell you. The cat hate us. Use that. We offer so much. No, that's terrible.
We don't expect you to enter this alliance blindly, Ambassador. Everything we say, you can check.
You'd be that open with us?
We have nothing to hide.
They'll surrender their weapons to your militia, if that's satisfactory.
Thank you. We won't disappoint you,
I
Ambassador.
wanted them to keep their
Avois et
weapons.
Jarter Avon, Pathfinder. Welcome to Andromeda.
The no shady. Yep. Are you talking about the Moshae lessons or in the no shady? Wait. See, walk off somewhere else. There's stuff happening over there.
Pronouns this entire time. Should I?
In my case, it's fine to continue.
I'm Gian
Thank you for asking.
founder of the
I
initiative.
appreciate it.
On behalf of
Some
the Nexus,
Asari prefer
I
male
welcome you to the
pronouns,
cultural
while
center.
others gravitate
Please have a
towards
look around.
gender neutral where language allows.
My people have several pronouns to identify themselves with. Perhaps I should prepare a document.
Please do.
Oh. They're exchanging
Welcome back.
pronouns. What a novel concept. Exchanging pronouns. What sci-fi
Welcome back.
madness is that?
It's a place of friendship and cooperation. We're glad you could.
Aw, he's like, feminine pronouns, right? Sorry for assuming. Yes, you got it right. But yeah, sometimes Asari use different pronouns. Even though you would all be considered like
Don't hesitate to speak with
women
one of our friendly peace
to
ambassadors.
humans, you guys can identify something
They're happy
else.
to answer
And of
any
course, apparently
questions you may
Gangara have
have.
many other pronouns, which is kind of a shame that we don't hear any
She
other
wishes to
pronouns.
discuss planetary boundaries and perhaps acquire further charts.
I'm glad that's finally happening. She's been very keen on that meeting.
I'm Gian
As am I.
founder
She
of
also
the
inquired into permissions for
On behalf
personnel
of
to
the
visit
Nexus,
Aya.
I welcome you to the
I hope she
cultural
made it
center.
clear we in
Please
no
have a
way
look
wish to
around.
settle Aya or overstep our bounds.
She is very
We hope you'll enjoy
direct.
learning about the
I
rich
find it
diversity of
reassuring.
people who have arrived
The
from
swearing is
galaxy.
entertaining too.
Hello
Yay,
again.
so he got to meet mommy. Clarify, clearly the locals don't call their galaxy Andromeda, do they know? So I wonder what they call their their cluster and stuff, because like Helios and Andromeda are our words. And like you would assume that like whatever they're calling it, we're calling it Andromeda because translators and stuff. Like I'm sure they have their own word for Remnant Tech, but we're just calling it, we're hearing it as that because that's what it's being translated to, because we have already established that. But if we actually need like, hey, what do you call this in your language? And what do you call this in your language?
What do you think of the Angara?
I'm thrilled to meet a new culture. They're cautious, but I understand why. If someone showed up on our doorstep in the Milky Way, we'd be skeptical too. I hope we can win
I
them
feel
over.
like I've heard
Cement
this
a
dialogue
friendship.
before.
I suppose that's on you, Pathfinder.
Thanks.
Of course. Any news?
Actually, I'm pretty sure that it's the exact same dialogue that
With
the
help of your Apex teams,
that
we have driven
Director
off-
Tan said.
It's a place of
That is
friendship
such a
and
relief.
cooperation. We're glad
Indeed.
you could visit.
We are grateful for the assistance your militia provided.
Hey Joel, you have anything
Don't
new to say?
hesitate to speak with one of our friendly
That's the other thing. Well, it's sort of like I think of the as a Spanish speaker. I think it's odd that we have
culture.
Oh, good morning, Gothic Gaming. How are you doing, Mono chap? Thank you, same face as sorry. Yep.
I'm Gian
But that's sort of like as a Spanish speaker, like in English, we refer to the country of Germany as Germany, and the people of Germany as Germans. But in Spanish, it's Germany is called Alemania, and the people are called Alemanien. Right? Did I get that right? It's but it's so weird. Like, why? Like, those are two vastly different ways of saying the same thing, and which makes me wonder. So, how do the people of Germany and refer to the country of Germany in themselves? Alemanien, Alemanes. Yeah, because I think of Pastor Alemán, which is the German Shepherd.
Founder of the initiative. On behalf of the Nexus, I welcome you to the Cultural Center. Please.
Ryder, I just read the most fascinating histories about the conflict between the Geth and their Quarian creators.
Uh-oh.
I feel like the Angara and the Quarians have so much in common.
Too bad you
Really?
don't get to meet
How?
one.
We are both displaced, struggling against cruel enemies to save our home worlds.
But the Ket just showed up here. That's not your fault. The Quarians created the Geth.
Home is home. When home is not safe, the heart is sick from yearning.
Oh.
The Nexus is a place of friendship and cooperation. We're glad you could visit.
Pathfinder,
Oh, hey, the ambassador has something to say.
Don't hesitate
Oh,
to speak with one of
Deutschland,
our
yeah.
friendly peace ambassadors. They're happy to answer any
Well,
questions
I think
you may
it's
have
weird. Why
and
don't
eager
we
to learn
refer
more about
to
your own culture.
Germany as Deutschland? Is it because it's is it too close to oh
I'm
wow.
Jan Garson,
How are we
founder of the
blanking
initiative. On behalf of the
Finland?
Nexus, I welcome you to the Cultural Center. Please have a look around.
But they are not Dutch. They come from the Netherlands. Yeah, so now I'm thinking like, so is it because like, oh, we refer to things incorrectly at some point and they kind of stuck? Oh yeah, King Color also says Deutschland. So like, is it because like we called the the people of the Netherlands Dutch, and it's like, oh no, we can't be wrong, so we'll make up a new term for Deutschland. Let's call it Germany. Something like that. And it's just never been corrected because why would we admit that we were ever wrong? Because English, always right. Because the word comes from, our word comes from Latin, and how the Romans referred to it. Oh, it's a mixture of the two Germania. Okay. Okay, so that does make a little more sense then. It's a butchered language and combination of language. So in Latin it was both Germany and Alemanian. Okay. Alright, so that does make sense.
interesting place, isn't it? Full of smiles and handshakes. Not many soldiers. Even though when politicians make peace, it's we soldiers who keep it.
Yep. Well, it's sort of like I think of like how in English we call Mexico Mexico, but in Spanish it's called Mexico. And so it's like the X makes a J sound versus the X sound that everyone in English reads it, and apparently no one ever tries to correct themselves in saying it properly, so it's stuck. The rational depth, I think Greece is also called something different in Greek. Yeah, so it makes sense, like, it's so weird, like, why don't we call the people and the country by what they call themselves? Like, in a way, that's almost disrespectful. Even if it's not intended to be as disrespectful, it's more about, like, the way, oh, well, that's the way it's always been, which I think is a bad mentality to have. Even though politicians, okay, soldiers, we probably spook them, diplomacy should be at the forefront. I'll be casual with them. The OSP covered that. OSP?
Politicians get nervous when you hold anything more explosive than a rotten egg.
You've seen this too. The military life echoes
there we go.
everywhere. But names. I know you, Pathfinder. I am Andromeda, a Heskal with the Resistance.
A Hescarl?
Centuries ago, Heskal were special forces. We defended colonies, passing our training down via oral history.
Special forces.
Few remember us today. I came to learn what the Milky Way knows of such things. I heard your father was part of a similar program. An
no.
N7.
Oh no, here comes the N7 jerk-off thing, even though we don't really learn it. King Color says, disrespectful is kind of the point. Yeah, I guess it does make sense, but it's so weird that we don't try to fix it or correct that nowadays. But, okay, Lessons Learned says, overly sarcastic productions. Oh, it's a YouTube channel. He also says China is also called that because the Qing dynasty. The Chinese call Rhone de Kui. That's interesting. There's a YouTuber. Oh, I'm spacing on her name. But her YouTube channel kind of blew up. Like she made a video, like one video in it, and like she got like 1 million, I think, subscribers overnight because she did the she did like a video essay as to what is wrong with the live action Mulan movie. Speaking as someone of China, like from China, who I think grew up partially in China and partially in the United States, and just like all this like insight in Chinese cultural differences. And it's so interesting to think that like we think of China and as like one people and one country, but it really isn't. There's like so many like different like tribes, for lack of better terms, like different regions, different dialect, different cultures within China. It isn't this one huge conglomerate of Chinese and China. Yeah, I know here. So it's so fascinating to just think of how we simplify things and how we simplify people, and I think in a way that's sort of bad. Like simplifying an idea for quick and easy digestion when you don't want to sit there and spew like this huge long essay to try to get your point across when it isn't necessary is one thing, but it's just I think horrible in media and how we're raised to just simplify people into like a country and one culture versus like while they're still in the same country and kind of constitute one bigger culture, there's still many little different facets of the culture. Like not all people from America are the same. Someone from the Northeast is going to be vastly different from someone in the Southwest. Lessons are agreed. Oh, by the way, Chinese Q is pronounced as Qi. So then that would be Rome Qi. Qin. So the Qin dynasty. Rome de Qin. Okay. That does sound better. The rational dub says, I would imagine that when dealing with extraterrestrials, some of their words would have to be referred to in human language, purely because some of them would be impossible to pronounce. Yeah, that would make sense. Like, you would want to translate some things, especially to someone who, to get the point across. Like, you would you wouldn't use the word, their word for water to describe water when you can just use the word water to describe water instead of their word, because there's nothing different about like the word. Ideally there probably wouldn't be that much of a difference between the Angaran word for water versus the English word for water, because they're both identifying the same thing. But of course, as you notice, some of the words don't translate. They have like their own words for certain ideas that don't translate directly. The rational dub, yeah, I hate it when people get treated as a monolith. Yeah. And I mean, I think we're all sort of guilty of that because it does, in our head, it does make it easier to process. But I think it's also important to recognize that not all people from a certain area are all the same. I think it's important to keep that in mind. And also, so something I wanted to point out was the handshake they did. So that's sort of like a neat idea because they didn't do the whole like standard handshake greeting there. I think he did that with the ambassador, and that would sort of make sense. Like, hey, I am adapting your like form of salute and greeting by doing the handshake thing. But here we saw like a different one. So this is also kind of reflected that Ryder is like actually trying to learn part of their culture, and they did like this, backwards like a fist bump thing right here, which is kind of neat. That shows like they have a different form of handshaking and greeting. That's something that I kind of like. I found very nitpicky when we saw more of like the Turian army in Mass Effect 3. Like I noticed during the Krogan subplots, if you do a lot of the Krogan side quest missions to try to disarm this secret bomb that the Turians had planted one time, you rescue like this general or like a commander, and who's like the now like global president of the Turians' son. I noticed that like when a lot of you try to kind of pep him up and try to get him, come on, you got to get your men to respect you and stuff. I noticed when he was addressing his men and his men like acknowledged respect, they did the human salute thing. It's like, wait a minute, why are these, pure Turians from the Turian military, not like Turians that trained on Earth or anything? Why are they saluting their general with a human salute of that? So either they happen to evolve the exact same like way to salute a military general or someone higher of rank from them, or it's just very lazy writing in BioWare's part, and they didn't really think that through in terms of like, what kind of salute can we give? Like the I don't know, like the Turians, like to salute their military. I don't know. They could have stolen something from like the Klingons. I think the Klingons do this or something, and like maybe like a little bow, if I recall. But it's just like minor things like that. And it's one thing. The other part too, I shouldn't just say it's lazy writing. I think Lindsay Ellis covered this with when she did her Hercules like sort of deep dive review thing. Not her old one that she did for the channel Awesome. Like it's one thing. It's not necessarily just laziness, though part of me probably wants to think it's laziness and the poor development cycle that game had. But it could also be, it's also shorthand. Like it's shorthand, so I think that's more for the it could also be more for the normies, and in terms of people who are just going to pick up this game because it's an action shooter, pew pew guns and stuff, and it has a multiplayer to it aspect, and so they're just using the standard human salute as shorthand so that people who aren't nerds like me could understand, oh, they are saluting and showing respect to their general. But I think it's like, I think you could probably have gotten away with making something else, something different, and still gotten the same idea, like, again, like this, like, yes, sir, or something. You would understand, okay, they're saluting their general or their commander, and this is the way to do it because they're an alien species and they're different. It's a mixed bag. So, okay, tangent over. I'll continue the dialogue. So, And here's the okay. So this is here for the people who don't know what an N7 is, and to be quite frank, I don't think we're really ever explained what exactly an N7 is in any of the past trilogies, other than it's just like an elite group of soldiers, higher best of the best in the human alliance military, space military, essentially. Because you start off as one, and I don't think you really dive deep into what it is you do and how you get into it. Though in the third game, I think they try to rectify that with one of your crew members, James Vega, was working his way up to being an N7 and was a candidate to become an N7 until the war hit. And you can push him to accepting that he can be an N7, and he ends up getting a tattoo. So you, random alien from the other galaxy who has no idea of our culture and stuff, you tell me what an N7 is, the per human from the Milky Way galaxy who would know more about what an N7 is. And this is no way me trying to ask you more information and more about testing my knowledge of what you have learned from our cultural center that is totally not a propaganda hallway.
What have you learned about the N7 program?
Human soldiers who trained on exotic worlds. Arcturus, Europa, Rio de Janeiro. They learn to fight in all environments on little food or sleep, to care for their injured, to lead. Is that accurate? Wasn't your father one of them?
So, honestly, I think this is like the most explanation we ever get verbally about what an N7 is. Which is kind of sad, like 4 games in, we're finally kind of given more of a verbal explanation as to what an N7 is. Lesson Learned says, it's a leadership program and special forces program. And one, yeah, that pretty much sums it up.
He was. Although things soured when he began AI research. Didn't stop him teaching me and my sister a few tricks.
So, you carry a little of that knowledge with you, as well as your
I think he tests you. That's what he does.
N7 training would benefit my people. Heskal training would benefit yours. Perhaps a few war games. Show me how your skills handle the tests of a Heskal recruit. Challenge yourself and teach me.
A chance to work with the Angaran best of the best? Absolutely.
Excellent. I'll activate our training beacons. Finding them can be your first test. After that, I look forward to learning.
It's like, hey, let's teach each other war stuff.
Shalom. That is my favorite human greeting. So far.
Things are still going smoothly without me to look over them?
We're good. I told you we'd manage.
Damn. You could have at least pretended the transition was difficult. I wonder what my dad would think of all this. Would he have encouraged the move? Come with us if he could?
How would I know?
I'm sure he would have. To be with you guys.
Pat.
Yeah, I think so too. Sid doesn't remember anything about him, but I do. I think he might have liked it here.
Aw.
Hey, Ryder.
Oh, yeah. News reporter lady.
Free for an interview? I'd like to know more about the Angara. It's not often a first contact goes so smoothly. At least the Angara are more peaceful than the Ket. There's high hopes for this alliance.
Lessons learned, but the devs don't really define the alliance military doctrine or infrastructure. I wrote my own version of it, but it's brief. Yeah, that's the thing. Again, they're very good at setting up worlds, but I don't think they're very good at fleshing them out. It's I think the same problem that Gene Roddenberry sort of ran into, especially like with Next Generation. So it's like, so is the Federation an exploratory, like just strictly exploratory, or is it also military? Because it seems to be doing both, while kind of trying to focus more on the not military part. Although it could just be more of a, like, you know, it's an exploratory, but we happen to be creating, like, you know, essentially somewhat warships and spaceships and stuff to fight, so might as well be military too, kind of thing. And of course, the later Star Treks kind of get into more militaristic kind of thing. So, gotta flirt with her. It's good to see you too. Oh,
I guess
yeah.
you'd ask about the Angara. It's a good reason to say hi.
That's not... This is about history, not you and...
Me and...
I need to finish this. So, the Angara, your thoughts on the Alliance?
The Angara have their own problems, and we're newcomers in their cluster. We need to
Aye.
work at this.
The Angara soldier who joined your team has a few fans already, but everyone's talking about Aya. Green plants, flowing water. Our
Joel
leaders
has
have
his
discussed whether we
fangirls
should
already,
send
just like
colonists
this
there.
other guy I know. I remember from the Milky Way galaxy, Garrus Vakarian, I think his name was. No, it belongs to them.
Aya is a sovereign planet of the Angara. We have no right to settle there.
Strong stuff. Here's hoping we don't need to. Okay, that's... Look, camera off. I need to say something. I feel like you want to get closer to me than an interview.
Ooh la la.
I think I might. What about you?
I want... this isn't right. It's not ethical to date an interview subject. But once the documentary's done, we could get to know each other better.
What if there's someone else?
I could be spoken for by then.
I wouldn't interfere with your life. What happens with me stays with me.
Ooh.
But if you want to share your heart, I'd like that. Once the documentary's finished.
So, BioWare, you just suck at like representation, like people in open relationships and all that. And it's one thing I hate about like BioWare games. They kind of fall into the strictly mono the monogamy kind of relationships, like never any discussion of open relationship, and this is the closest one. And it's like, well, you know, we can have a fling and stuff, and I won't say anything, but hey, if you're cool with like, you know, being open and stuff, I'm cool with that too. It's like, okay, that's great. I represent people with who are cool with open relationships and stuff as people who don't care about like I guess respect the boundaries of monogamous relationships. Great job there. I can wait till then. Alright, so time to break her heart.
No, this isn't right. Let's stop.
That seems best. Okay.
Ethics
Let's just move on.
ethics and journalism.
Oh,
A-okay
a call
with
from the director's office.
because that's the way
Excuse
it should
me.
be.
Should I apply for an outpost?
I'd miss having you here.
Concerned
I
citizen.
don't know about these Angara. Whoa, it's the Pathfinder.
It's me.
You're the one who befriended these strange new people, these Angara. And now they're here, on the Nexus.
Yes, that's how it works.
How do we know we can trust them? I mean, for certain.
They deserve our trust. Nothing is for certain.
Trust is something that is built or broken. The more certain they are of us, the more certain we can be of them.
Wow. Yeah, I get you.
Talk to them. Get to know them. It can only help.
Good advice. I will.
I mean, that dialogue didn't. I'm happy with the dialogue that came out of his mouth, but that didn't seem like what the dialogue I selected was gonna imply. It didn't sound like he said anything remotely close to what that dialogue option said it would. I'm not gonna shop because I don't need anything. What? I felt a vibration. My tricorder is saying it wants to come out. Hang on. Roll salvage.
Yep. Even got the crates out of the B-52 storage compartments.
So apparently, our ship's doctor is getting drunk. Let's see, but let's go check up on her. What's wrong?
There you are. Looking for the meaning of life.
Synthesol.
At the bottom of a bottle?
The crew's worried about you.
You didn't leave a note. We were worried.
Well, as you see, I'm fine.
Uh-huh.
What? I can't kick back? Have fun?
Meant no offense. It's just...
Just what?
You don't seem like you're having fun.
I grew up on Omega. You'd think I'd know how to drink.
Texture's uploaded.
What's this really about?
PB thinks I don't care about the crew. That you're all just experiments to me. Do you... Is that how you think I see you?
Why do you care?
Since when do you care what PB thinks?
Yeah.
It's not the first time someone told me that.
Who the hell cares
In
what
fact,
she thinks?
every one of my exes said something similar. Hence why I'm taking a break from relationships.
So that's the real reason you said no to dinner. It wasn't because I'm not your type.
No.
Yes, I mean no. Don't change the subject. Is that how you think I see you?
No, I know you care.
You wouldn't be moping in this bar if you only saw me as an experiment.
I don't mope, but you're right. Thank you, Ryder. I should get back.
What about your wine?
I'll save it for another day.
Drinks are fizzing tonight.
Ryder? Hello?
Looking good there.
Anyone else to chat with? Yep, NPC's just standing around. You'll be... I'll be your experiment. Oh. Dr. Carey, I have a pain. Could you look at it for me? Alright, so... time to visit Phoebe at her place.
Unlocking. Come on in.
Listen, Soren. This place is really shaking. Ah, beep beep. Tricorder's out.
What?
I get a robot friend.
Ta-da! My project. She is complete.
She?
Looks like a she to me. Just a proof of concept. I stripped out its remnant command prompts to see if I could power it up myself.
She's got...
It worked! Now I can
too.
build a field model with combat protocols that fights for you. So, what do you think?
You've outdone yourself, PB. Let Suvian Gill
See, she's
eyeball it,
brilliant.
then fast-track the combat model for me.
I'd hoped you'd be happy. Oh no, I forgot to lock the...
Uh-oh.
My, Pelisaria.
Now we get to meet her
Didn't know
ex.
you were still using this hole. Who's your
Wink
friend?
wonk. Yep.
Kalinda, this is Ryder.
Oh, everyone knows the human Pathfinder. I meant, who's your remnant friend?
None of your business,
who cares about
Kalinda.
him?
Of course it isn't. That's what makes it so interesting. Don't be so hostile, babe.
Hostility seems fair.
Don't be so condescending, babe. This is PB's place, and you're trespassing. I'd say that warrants a little hostility.
Now. I was just concerned something might have happened to my dear old friend. I'm sorry for the intrusion, Pelisaria. I'm just relieved to see you moving on. Ta-ta.
I'll walk you out.
Pelisaria. That's her full name.
So, want to talk about it?
Oh, Kalinda and I go way back. We joined the initiative together. For a long time, we were like family. Now we're not. When you live 1,000 years, Ryder, people come and people go.
Babe,
Entanglements
yeah.
are silly. Just like places. Time to pack this one up. I'm done with it.
How to deal with condensation? Just condensate right back.
Hey, I hope you know you can talk to me. Anytime.
Aren't you a cutie? Thanks, Ryder. That's nice. I mean it. But really, the past is the past. I'm fine.
I'm fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. I don't have
I'll pack up
holdups.
my new pet and essentials. See you back on the Tempest.
I don't have relationship holdups and stuff. That's fine. This is fine. Her apartment's a mess. Whee! See, I don't think there's anything to do in the research labs. Nope.
Aha! I knew it! Horizontal gene transfer. The Ket incorporate new DNA seamlessly into their own genome.
Meaning all living beings are just a big buffet to steal from.
Yep.
Many species do the same. Only the most primitive do it by force.
Wait. I mean, that's true with bacteria. They can share DNA and give each other traits and stuff that other ones have developed. Especially, like, even between different types of bacteria. If they're closely related enough, they'll mingle and share DNA. I don't think that's true for, like, I don't think we've seen any multicellular organism do that. That seems a bit too complex. Huh. King Color, flirt with the nerd. Yeah, she is a nerd. She's a nerd without being a nerd, because I had her in the party with Liam one time, and I think she was like, ugh, Liam, stop pretending everything's a movie and make up your own adventures, or stop comparing everything to like a movie. Failure, no.
No, that's on you. The boss wants them certified.
Supply request is in. Dispatching to your location.
Let's see, do I have anything to complete here? No. So I don't even know if I have like any other quests and stuff to complete in other locations or anyone to talk to. Well, actually, let's see if the people, I would hope that the leadership here would have something to say about the Ket and the exaltation process. Let's talk with I wish he was my boyfriend, Kendros.
So that's what the Ket are up to, transforming people into willing slaves.
Now we know why they take so many prisoners.
Well, they're sure as hell not taking any more.
Bye, Kendros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Alright, what does the director have to say?
Hi, Ryder. Hi, Ryder.
Nope, she has nothing to say.
The Angara have nothing to fear from the people of the Milky Way.
But do you have anything to offer?
Our wisdom, our knowledge.
We have plenty of that on our own.
Of course. And you also have food, water, necessities of life.
Now we get to the heart of the matter.
I would like to lay a groundwork for trade between our people.
What would you trade?
Well, wisdom and knowledge.
Technology.
We'll take that under consideration. Good day.
Something I can help you with?
Oh, really? You don't have anything to say?
That's all. Thanks for your time.
My pleasure. I see great things in our future.
Attention all personnel. The Angaran diplomatic team has arrived on the Nexus.
Alright, does Mommy have anything to say?
Hello again, Pathfinder.
Nope.
Director Addison?
Pathfinder.
I don't think I have.
How may I assist?
Nope. I keep forgetting to claim these rewards.
The Cultural Center requests special dietary instructions for Angaran visitors.
I'm worried about this place if they can't find you.
Then we defend the station. It's all we can do here. You just keep the Pathfinder safe and the Ket busy. And Be careful out there. I only have one of you.
Oh.
Hey, Ryder.
Nope, nothing new.
First contact, huh? Last one of any note was when your people stumbled over that relay. If they can trade us materials that'll help fix the Nexus, I'm good with it.
Nothing more for now.
Later.
Which, I mean, technically we've made first contact with other species since then, but apparently they all weren't as bloody as us.
Residents are still mourning the loss of Gene Garson, and the initiative founder was killed when the Nexus hit the Scourge. An official tribute is planned, though Director Jaren Tan has provided a few detailed...
No, I don't think I've unlocked any more memories and stuff.
We wouldn't be here, but now that we are here, we need to focus on surviving
arrives
before
on the Nexus.
celebrate.
Initiative brass are now working
is
HNS.
Let's see, does the captain have anything to say?
Ryder, one of the Angaran delegates was here for a tour. A first contact already. Who'd have thought? They seemed nice. Of course, that's how diplomats are supposed to seem.
Thanks for the talk.
Sure thing.
Pathfinder,
I'm not sure why she's someone
Have to
I
go
can
now.
talk to.
See you later.
take care.
And I'm pretty sure I can't talk to my sister or do anything yet. I think the plot will always tell me when I can.
As of now, beacons confirming arrival in Helios remain unanswered. Have you been to any of the planets? Is HNS.
Wrong map. Straight ahead.
Back for a visit?
That's all, Harry. Thanks.
I'll be here if you need me.
Alright, back to the Nexus. I think I'll call it end of the stream. I gotta get ready for work.
Fallout from the recent uprising as security tightens across all sectors on the Nexus. Director Tan stresses that it's, quote, for your safety. This is HNS.
You have nothing to fear with all the people with all the guns. I still don't understand why we don't ever see Suri or Kylo like out and about on the Nexus. It's not like they have to stay on the ship and protect it. We're on safe like ground.
Hello?
Pathfinder, you have new email.
New email? Okay, PV. Okay, so the Angara have this place called the Repository of History. I know it sounds super dull. They need someone with more of a flair for naming things, huh? Next time you're running on Aya, come see me there. Well, yeah, I already did. You didn't say anything. Oh, hey, there's more email. Curious of Volrock from Chief Lucan. Pathfinder, this rock you found is certainly something. As far as I can see, it's a remnant of a meteorite that passed through the Scourge before falling on Vol, infusing it with a similar charge. The presence of the Helios native metallic elements within the rock may have allowed for such a transfer. I'm unsure why the D reacted to it the way they did. I have stored it in a lead-lined box. It unnerves me. Thank you, from Lexi. Ryder, I appreciate you coming to find me on the Nexus. I apologize for running off like that. It was unprofessional and it won't happen again. One day when things calm down, we should get drinks for reals. On one like friends, purely platonic, of course. Update on Joel from Lexi. Writer, though you thought you should know, I spoke to Joel. After some reflection, he seems to have accepted that the process of exaltation cannot be reversed. I apologize if I was harsh before. I can get a little passionate when it comes to patience and my professional opinion. I know that you were only trying to help, and ultimately we both just want what's best for the Tempest crew. I will continue to run tests and study the data that you obtained from the CAT facility regarding exaltation, but right now I believe what evidence tells me is that exaltation is permanent. Your ship's doctor, from Anna Tamari. Pathfinder, your ship's doctor has been in vortex a fair amount lately, alone. It's not my business to meddle in customer business, just poor. But you might want to see how she's doing. Okay, so I even got like a ship thing. Get drinks later like lovers. That's what they all say, platonic. Oh. I have no doubt she's just like strictly platonic. Oh, I want to go down here. Okay. I could probably respect everyone if I wanted to. Let me see. I got money. Who did I select to respec? Is it me? Is it Joel? I think it was Drac. Initial damage. Versus armor. Oh, really? I can't go any higher than that. Radius. Yeah, just ignore Blood Rage. So let me see. Combat fitness. Combat tools is how I get more weapons. No, no it's not. Wait, what the hell? I'm pretty sure it was in here. I know it is here. Duh. So I need 9 points before I can even do that. Okay. 1, 3, 6. There. Okay, so I got some combat skills there. And my little robot friend. Be slightly lesser. More of a jack of all trades. No, wait. No biotics. Oh, I wanted... Yeah, that's right. I wanted this. The rational dub. Extreme upgrading action. Yep. So I want to get like a biotic ability that helps with deactivating shields. It's a backlash that does, or not shields, armor. But I don't think this, I feel like the backlash, no, that's not it. It's a lance that's supposed to be like warp. I'm not sure why they changed the name from warp to backlash. Damage to heads and other weak points. Inflicts bonus damage against enemies' weak points, such as heads, and detonates primers. Annihilation. I think that kind of nerfed up biotics a bit. So this does damage to armor. A shockwave. Detonates combo primers. Nothing about setting them up for a primer though. I would like something that would set up a primer. No, definitely not going to use charge. And pull does diddly crap against armor. I don't think my robot friend can do anything. Okay, tap on the button to direct. Hold deactivates. Circle back with pull. Barrier. Automatic resource shields when reaching low health on a cooldown. Cool. Back to Overlord. see. Favorites. Trying to remember how do I do profiles. Oh, there we go. Okay, how do I save, equip, load, save? Assign power. Oh, want this one to be the middle one, and the idea is I'm supposed to like spread my powers around and switch between different abilities, but that seems dumb and it seems better to just focus on like one ability. Alright, time for me to get ready for work. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for hanging out and stuff. I'll see if I can find someone to raid. By the way, this is the YouTube channel I was recommending if you haven't checked it out on the Chinese like cultural differences and stuff. I'll put that in the chat. For those of you who have not given her a follow. And there it is. Forest Twitch. Let's see, who looks like we could use a raid? Drama. Let's go ahead and give Ted Logic a raid. Since I was in a for testing new today, I guess. All right, everyone. Thank you for hanging out with me. There won't be a stream for the next couple days until Sunday morning because I got to work early for the next 2 days. So take care, everyone, and I'll see you then. Bye.